Unlock the power of focus, the secret to mastering your mind. Welcome to Buddhist Motivation, where we explore the path to personal transformation and mindfulness through the teachings of Buddhism. Today's story, titled Unlock the Power of Focus, the Secret to Mastering Your Mind, is one that will challenge the way you think about success, peace, and inner strength. It's a powerful reminder that mastering the mind is the key to achieving true peace and success in our lives. Before we dive into the story, I want to share my personal perspective. The title itself resonates deeply with me. I truly believe that focus is the ultimate power we possess. In a world full of distractions, the ability to focus, to calm the mind, and to channel our energy toward our goals is not just a skill, it's the very foundation of personal growth and enlightenment. As we explore this story together, I hope you'll see how, just like the characters in our tale, you too can unlock the power of focus in your life. But before we get started, if you find value in this content, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support motivates me to create more inspiring videos that will guide you on your journey toward mindfulness and transformation. The story of Ananda. Ananda was a passionate and intelligent young man, with a heart full of hope and great ambitions. He wished to become a Buddhist monk, helping others to overcome suffering and find peace within their hearts. But there was one thing that hindered Ananda on his journey: the instability of his mind. Despite his intelligence, Ananda's soul was always in turmoil. Every time he sat to meditate, he felt that pointless thoughts would suddenly arise in his mind, preventing him from focusing on a single point. Worries about the future, temporary emotions, and distractions continuously dominated him, making it impossible for him to relax his mind and achieve stillness. Although Ananda tried, the feeling of failure always lingered. His teacher, an elderly monk, noticed his suffering and decided to guide him through a story filled with Buddhist philosophy, a lesson that would change Ananda's life forever. The story of Vira and the lesson from the master. One day, the monk took Ananda to a peaceful garden, where a small stream was flowing gently. The monk said, "Ananda, look at this stream and tell me what you see." Ananda observed for a while and replied, "I see flowing water, pebbles, and leaves floating on the surface." The monk smiled and said, "Do you see? This stream is like your mind. It flows continuously, constantly in motion. If you cannot calm it, you will always be swept away by fleeting thoughts and temporary emotions." The monk then shared a story from long ago, about a young man named Vira, who dreamed of becoming a master archer, admired for his ability to focus and the stillness of his mind. However, like Ananda, Vira also faced a similar issue. Every time he picked up his bow, his mind would be distracted by irrelevant thoughts. One day, Vira went to meet a famous archery master, hoping to learn the art of focus. The master took Vira to a large river, where leaves were drifting on the surface of the water. He said, "Shoot the arrow into that leaf, but only when your mind is completely still and focused on the target." Vira took the bow, released the arrow, but it missed. The master asked, "What did you see when you shot the arrow?" Vira replied, "I saw the river, the sky, and the leaf." The master shook his head and said, "That is your problem. Your mind is like the river, constantly being swept away. When you shoot, you must only see the leaf." Vira felt disappointed, but the master did not give up. This is when you must master your mind. If you cannot calm your mind, you cannot aim at the target. Without control, you cannot be a true archer. Vira was determined to practice, and every day, he focused solely on one goal, the leaf drifting on the water. After many months of practice, Vira perfected his skill, and when the master asked him to shoot again, the arrow hit the leaf perfectly. The awakening and the lesson for Ananda. After hearing the monk's story, Ananda gradually realized that distraction was not a natural state but a habit that needed to be changed. Just like the leaf, focusing on a single goal was the key to mastering his mind. To do this, Ananda needed not only to learn the theory but also to practice sincerely, continually striving every day. The monk continued to teach Ananda 4 fundamental principles to master his mind. 1. Control your thoughts. Whenever your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your goal. Do not let disruptive thoughts take control. 2. Create a routine. A trained mind needs structure. Plan your day and patiently follow it. 3. Eliminate distractions. Identify the things that cause distractions in your life such as your phone, TV, or unnecessary activities and eliminate them during your work. 4. Be consistent. A quiet mind cannot be achieved overnight. Just like a warrior trains every day, you must be consistent in your practice to achieve unwavering focus. The story of Master Tin and the transformation of the mind. One day, a frustrated and tense man visited the temple to meet Master Tin, a monk known for his tranquility and profound wisdom. The man explained his troubles in life, his constant worries about work, family, and relationships. Master Tin, he said, I feel lost. No matter how hard I try, my mind is never at peace. I'm always worried, always stressed, and I can't focus on the things that matter. Can you help me find a way to get rid of this feeling? Master Tin calmly looked at the man and smiled. Follow me, I will show you something. The monk led the man to a garden inside the temple, where there was a clear pond with smooth pebbles resting at the bottom. Master Tin said, look at this water and tell me what you see. The man looked into the pond and replied, I see clear water, pebbles at the bottom, and fish swimming. Master Tin nodded and asked, do you see anything else? The man shook his head. Master Tin smiled and said, this is like your mind. When your mind is clear and undisturbed, you can see everything clearly. But when your mind is filled with worries, the waves will rise, and you will no longer see anything clearly. The master continued, just like this pond, your mind will be disturbed by unnecessary worries, thoughts, and emotions. To master your mind, you must learn to still it. Only when the water settles can you see the pebbles at the bottom. Similarly, only when your mind is calm can you see the truth about life and yourself. The man sat down, reflecting on the master's words. Master Tin added, the mind is like this water. You cannot control every wave, but you can control how you respond to them. If you know how to be patient and let the waves subside, you will be able to see clearly and find peace. The lesson from Master Tin's story. From Master Tin's story, we learn an important lesson about mastering the mind. Just like how the water is disturbed by the wind, our minds are disturbed by worries and negative thoughts, making it hard to find peace. The key is to learn how to calm the turbulence within, so that the mind can be serene and clear. In Buddhism, mastering the mind is not easy, but it is the only true path to freedom. We cannot control the circumstances around us, but we can control our reactions and how we perceive things. This requires patience, practice, and determination in every moment of our lives. Conclusion. I hope today's story has inspired you to reflect on the importance of focus in your own life. Whether you're facing distractions or striving to master your thoughts, remember that the key to true peace lies within your mind. Just like the characters in today's lesson, you have the power to cultivate focus and unlock your full potential. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and be sure to turn on notifications so you never miss out on future videos. Stay tuned for our next video, where we will dive even deeper into the teachings of Buddhism and explore how you can continue to grow, find peace, and unlock the power within you. Remember, every step you take toward mastering your mind brings you closer to the life you truly desire.